Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a demo and review of the new Stila Aqua Glow Serum Concealer. And I purchased mine at Ulta. Actually, I'll tell you then why, but I first did it at Sephora, I returned it, and then I bought it at Ulta. And it retails for $27 and I am in the shade Fair, which is the lightest one because, as I said in many of my videos, I like to use concealer as a brightening effect for the face, and then if I'm wanting to conceal darker spots or acne, I will use a shade that matches my skin tone or my foundation. So I go with the lightest shade for concealing though underneath the eyes and for dark circles. So I want to tell you a little bit about this product. So I purchased this after I purchased the Stila Aqua Glow foundation that I did a review on that I will link down below and a demo, and I was in love with this product. I actually am wearing it today because I wanted to show you how it looked with the two Stila Aqua Glow products together. So I will link that down below because I am in love with this foundation. So because of that, I purchased the concealer to see if it was as good as the foundation. So to tell you a little bit about it, it's an ultralight ionized water-based concealer that effortlessly conceals the appearance of dark circles, blemishes, and skin imperfections. Luxurious liquid texture offers buildable coverage that melts into the skin, setting to a semi-matte finish without settling into fine lines for natural, undetectable coverage. So it is a very water-based concealer compared to some of your other concealers or cream concealers that are much thicker as soon as you put them on the skin. You only need a little bit of product to work with at a time because you need to warm it up with your fingers, and the more you warm it up, the thicker it becomes. And then once I actually have it on my face, I like to let it sit there for about 30 seconds to a minute while I'm doing other things on my face. That way it can kind of set. It becomes a more medium coverage concealer versus a lightweight kind of sheared out concealer. So that is one thing to note, that it is not going to be this super thick formula. So I'm going to show you guys the demo of how I put this concealer on and my techniques for that, and then at the end I'm going to share with you my final review of this product because I want you to see how it applies first. Alright guys, it is time for the demo, and I have you zoomed in, and you are going to see me under some really harsh lights because I want you to see every detail of what I'm doing and how this looks. So this is what the concealer looks like. I will show you what the applicator looks like. So it's just a squeezy tube. It's very similar if you've watched my other video about the Makeup Forever concealers, how it's a squeezy tube, which I don't really mind because you are going to be applying it with your fingers. I think that's how this concealer applies best, is by blending it out with your fingers and really warming it up and thickening up. So I think this is like a light to medium coverage, but it's buildable. So you only need a little bit. I actually took too much, so I'm going to put that on both sides. But I like to then blend it out, and I want to cover up the dark circles, so that's where I'm going to concentrate the most product. And then as I start to blend it out, I'm going to take it over to the side so that I do have some concealer there as a brightening effect. And then I'm going to work it in with my fingers and really warm it up. And by doing that, that's what helps to thicken it up. I'm going to go in with a blending sponge and just finish blending that out. This is my favorite way to apply this concealer because I feel like really with your fingers, you're doing most of the work to blend it out. And your fingers are seriously your best tools that you have. And so you blend out about 90% of it with your finger and really warm it up and really thicken up that consistency. Since it is a serum and a water-based concealer, it is going to be a little bit more liquidy, typical thicker cream concealer. So by working that with your fingers, you are going to thicken it up. I really like how you can achieve a more buildable coverage by doing that. You can see how it does help to cover, it does give a brightening effect, and it does have a luminosity to it. I'm going to set that with a powder, that way it doesn't move throughout the day and nothing settles into our fine lines. So I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Skin Finish in the shade NW10. I like to use concealer and powders for a brightening effect, so I always go about one shade lighter than my actual foundation or skin tone. And then I'm going to pat this on the skin. I'm not going to be rubbing it, that way we're not moving any product around. We're just literally tapping this on top. Alright guys, so this is how you apply it to the skin and how it looks afterward once I've set it. So now we will go back to the other view so I can tell you my review of this product. Alright guys, that was the demo of the product. I'd say when I first put it on, I really love this concealer. I think it applies beautifully. However, it's only been about 10 minutes and I've also worn this throughout a whole workday and can say the same thing. It does kind of settle into your fine lines pretty fast. Like, I don't care what that description says. I think it does settle into my fine lines more than some other concealers. Not as bad as a low-end or a drugstore concealer, even though there's great ones out there. I'd say it just doesn't perform as well as some of these higher-end luxury concealers that I have, like from Makeup Forever or for Urban Decay. Like, I think this definitely is not on par as those brands as far as it settling into fine lines. You're definitely going to have to maintain this product throughout the day and continuing to powder it or blot it with a blotting pad. That way you don't have any excess oils, or that you can kind of smooth out those fine lines where the concealer has seeped into. Another thing I don't like about this product, which I mentioned before, why I would tell you why I got it at Sephora and then Ulta, is the first time I got it at Sephora, I ordered it online, and you can see right now I'm going to push the product up and then it's going to kind of pop and then it all comes out, and now I can literally like push this product all around and there's no product coming out. Like, that's so bizarre. So that happened immediately when I purchased it from Sephora. I was like playing around with it. I'm like, where the hell is all the product? Like, I just spent $27 on this. And so I returned it at Sephora. My Sephora didn't have them in stores. So I was like, fine, I'll go to Ulta across the street and buy it. So I tested it out. I was playing with it, making sure like it wasn't a tester one. It had already been used. No problems. The same thing kind of happened, but I was like, no, it's just air bubbles at the top, whatever. I'm doing the demo with you guys today and like trying it out, and the same thing happened. You saw it where like now all this product is goopy out here, but like I'm literally pressing the tube and nothing is coming out. I'd have to use gravity in my advantage. Now granted, it's only 0.23 fluid ounces, which I don't really know. Like, not a lot of products are that small to like compare it to. A foundation is typically 1 fluid ounce, but I would just think that you would make the packaging small enough that the entire packaging is 0.23 fluid ounces. So I'm assuming that this entire packaging full would be 0.23 fluid ounces. But like, that can't be possible. I've only used this maybe 3 times since I've gotten it, trying it out, and like, there's no way I used all this product, because a little product does go a long way. Like I said, you only need a little bit to work it up and build it up. So I think that's extremely weird that this product either has tons of air in it that they're trying to almost deceive us to think that this is full, or I've again gotten a defective product. So I think the concealer does a pretty good job of concealing any dark circles. I don't think it's the most full coverage. Like, if it's not a corrector, so if you're really wanting it to conceal dark circles, it's not going to do that. It's going to do an okay job of doing that. If you want something that's a brightening, beautiful, luminous look, I think it's a great concealer for that. I think it goes along with the foundation really well. However, I don't like how it sinks into your fine lines, and I don't like whatever is going on with this packaging here or the distribution of the product. I'm just gonna be done with the product, because for $27 I would expect this entire tube to be filled up. So I think that's extremely weird. I don't know if it's a Stila problem. I don't know if it's a Sephora or Ulta problem where people are playing with their products. But when I opened it, it didn't look like any product had been squeezed out of there yet. So overall, the quality of the product, I would say, is like an okay product. It's not the worst, but it's not the best one that I've gotten. If you're wanting to really conceal and you're really trying to build up underneath here for brightness and coverage, that's when it starts getting thicker and kind of falling into your fine lines. So I don't like that about the product, and I'm not liking the packaging. So overall, it's just not really meeting my expectations. This product might have to be going back to the store. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video with the demo, and I hope you enjoyed my honest opinion of this product. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos. And I will see you guys very soon.